lying. Listen, I'm gonna expose the women here. I'm sorry I have to do it. Women are talking shit to you guys. We do not sleep with somebody that we're not attracted to. We don't care if you're nice. If a sexy guy is sleeping on his mom's couch and he's got game and he's sexy, a woman will sleep with him. She won't friend zone him, but she'll friend zone a nice guy who does all the right things and she's not sexually attracted to. She'll take your money, she'll take your time, and then she'll tell you goodbye. Women will do that. So make sure they're attracted to you before you spend money on them.
Damn, that dude taking that.
Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sick of these girls lying. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
There's two guys in front of you. Out of either of those men, which one would you date? The guy on the left is a software developer, third-year engineer at Netflix that makes $380,000 a year plus stock options. He's 26 years old. The guy on the right is 29 years old. He's a high school substitute teacher that makes around $31,000 a year.
The right? Yeah.
You can run this test with as many girls as you want. The tall, jack guy will get the date over the rich guy. That's because attractiveness, it's more important than money. It acts like a gatekeeper.
I have said it again and again, given evidence in proof that looks is on top when it comes to determining your dating success. I mean, you heard it straight from the lady's mouth, and with that example that Jose from Teaching Men's Fashion gave us, it hammers the point home even more. But when I say looks are almost everything in dating, I get negative feedback from people, saying that I take men's hope away from dating while my true intentions are just for men to understand the science behind looks and look max accordingly if possible. Anyways, this video will dive into the scientific research that proves the first two clips I just played for you guys. If you want to support the channel and get a detailed facial analysis with personalized look max and advice, link will be down in the description. If you want to read more about topics like these, you can check out my blog at nerofacerating.com. Without further ado, let's get this video started. The first study will talk about how women feel sexual disgust when they imagine even talking to an unattractive man. Researchers attempted to study how women rate men and react to imagined sex with men while in an unaroused and aroused state. To do so, they showed 91 women either an erotic or hiking video before rating the attractiveness of photographs of men's faces. The faces varied in attractiveness. The women then rated their disgust toward anticipated behaviors with men depicted in photographs. They found that the most dramatic influence on women's disgust was how attractive the man they showed them was. All differences in disgust were significant when comparing the attractive man to the unattractive man, even when the anticipated behavior were just talking to the man. Sexually arousing women with pornography beforehand did not reduce their disgust at unattractive men. Even the professional male model used to represent an attractive man still aroused considerable amounts of disgust in women when they imagined sex with him. Researchers note that women experience a higher degree of sexual disgust toward men at baseline compared to how men feel about women. Thus, a man must truly be attractive to a woman to override her innate sense of disgust. Since men have less sexual disgust at baseline, men may on the other hand be more flexible to consider women of more broadly varying attractiveness. Perhaps most harshly, the image used to represent the unattractive man appears to just be a fairly average white man. One can only imagine how much higher women's disgust would have been had they used a truly ugly man for the analysis. The second study will be about how being unattractive reduces men's chances of finding partners, but not women's. Researchers analyzed the results of 11,056 interviews in Spain to assess which factors most predicted a person's ability to find a partner for marriage. This study found in numerous parameters and analysis that male attractiveness had a massive effect on a man's ability to find a partner. To find a partner with a university degree or to find a partner with a higher educational level. However, in all areas of the study, no major effects were seen for women based on their attractiveness. Female physical attractiveness generally played little to no role. However, being unattractive presented a slight penalty to the likelihood of forming a couple among women of working class origin, with the researchers noting this effect was much weaker among women of this social class than the one found among corresponding males of this class. A study done by a guy with a name I cannot pronounce in 2019 consisted of an online questionnaire answered by 480 English-speaking women who have sex with men who rated the facial attractiveness of 20 men and detailed their willingness to have intercourse with the men without a condom. They found the more attractive a man was judged to be, the more likely it was that participants were willing to have sex with him. Furthermore, the more attractive a man was judged to be, the less likely women were intended to use a condom during sex. The average perceived STD likelihood for a man had no significant association with his perceived attractiveness or the participant's average willingness to have sex with him. The more attractive a participant judged herself to be, the more she believed that overall men are likely to have an STD. Women showed significantly higher condom use intentions with men who they rated as less attractive, men who they rated as less likely to carry or transmit an STI, men with whom they were less interested in having sex, and when they estimated that fewer of their peers would also have condom sex with him. In other words, whether a man is attractive is the most important predictor of whether women will use a condom during intercourse with him. Furthermore, women are less likely to use a condom with a man they judge as being a high risk for carrying or transmitting an STD to them. And this final study discusses how only a man's looks and race matters in online dating. His personality does not. Researchers from the Michigan State University Department of Psychology and University of Maryland performed 4 experiments with a total number of participants being 2,679, evaluating how and why people swipe right, try to match to other daters online. A half of their experiments focused on college students, while the other half focused on middle-aged adults, averaging 35 years old. They found that a man's looks and race are the primary determinants of his ability to get matches online. Most people decided who to swipe right did so based solely on these factors, factors which are commonly discussed in the mainstream as being important for dating success, such as personality, hobbies, and relationship intentions, including whether the dater is just looking for sex or a relationship. Objectively did not matter. Most decisions were made in less than 1 second. I could have gone over more and more studies, but I think this is more than enough to get the point across. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated, and like usual, catch you guys in the next one.